Hey YouTube, just want to talk about freedom and what does freedom look like to you? See, it's only been within the last few years that I've really started doing some homework and just kind of reading up. I ain't gonna lie, after some things started being implemented with Obama, as far as trying to press through the cap and trade, and then the healthcare, and some of these different issues, that started making me think, gosh, what's freedom? What's true freedom look like? When this country first separated from the British, and we tried to start our own country, they were trying to maximize freedom and pretty much minimize, if not all but get rid of, the government in general. And that turned into anarchy. And so they realized that they had to put some form of government with some common sense rules. You know, a lot of people talk about it being a Christian nation, but a lot of the things that are in the Ten Commandments are just kind of common sense. You know, thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal, things like that made sense to make laws on. But what has happened is we've tried to even the playing field, and in doing so we've taken freedom from one group of people and handed it to another. And also it creates loopholes. See, when the free society or the free market system was created, the free market system was designed to be consumer driven. If your product sucked, it didn't sell, people would find somebody who built it better, did a better job, and gave it at a reasonable price. It was very simple. It wasn't complex. It wasn't evil. It was pure and simple. You create a product, you can sell, people like it, they buy it, boom, it's done. And what has happened is we've created these laws to protect this piece or that piece, or this group of people or that group of people, and all it's done is it's interweaved these laws and put in, loopholes that were put in place for a good reason, but now people are using them to better themselves in an unethical way. And so that creates less freedom, because then you have to close that loophole, which then makes these people not be able to do what they need to do, and it just spins around and around in circles until pretty soon it's completely, the government just takes it all over because it isn't working. The free market system without the government works great. And the problem that we're having now is that the free market system and the government are bedfellows. And they are creating an environment in which the government is picking winners and losers. And this has been going on for quite some time. This is the reason we had the bubbles, the dot-com bubble, the housing market bubble, is because regulations were put in place to protect one group of people, but it created opportunity for other groups of people. And the thing with the free market system is if you create a product and people buy it, there's no way of scamming that system. You can't force people to buy something, and you can't scam it. If people like it, they buy it. If they don't like it, they don't buy it. If they like your service, they'll pay for it. If they don't like your service, they won't pay for it. It creates ultimate freedom. And what happens is, with the government creating regulation, it creates it so that only large entities can do business. And what that does is that creates monopolies which then reduces our ability to choose what we like, what we don't like, what works, what doesn't work. So, you know, we talk a lot about on here about firearms and how important the Second Amendment is. But I think we need to start having the conversation as to what freedom looks like. Is it free health care? Is it being sure that you have a safety net? You know, there are a lot of people who are in need, and I don't have a problem with helping them. I think that we can do it privately far better than the government can do it. I believe it's like $2. It costs $2 for every dollar of aid handed out by the government. When you've got places like the Red Cross and the United Way that can hand out aid, and it's 14 cents on the dollar. So, you know, 14 to 17 cents on the dollar. So I think that the government is an inefficient way to create help. But what it is doing is it is creating relevance for itself. They are telling you without the government, you will not be helped. And what that does is it creates the need for more and more government. So I just wanted to know from you guys, what's your idea of freedom? Am I wrong about the free market system? You know, the free market system in its purest form is 100% free. You can sell whatever you would like. If people like it, they'll buy it. If they don't, they won't. And I know that there are certain regulations put in place, but the problem with a lot of regulation is it's put in place to protect one group and not protect everybody, and that leaves it for dishonesty. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Like the video, dislike it. I'm going to label this one, what's your idea of freedom? And thanks for actively being involved in my videos. I'm going to have some good videos coming up here pretty soon. I've got ideas for them. I just haven't had a chance to get out and do them. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.